Good morning everyone, we welcome you to day 2 of Basic and Smart Innovation Conference. We are honored to have with us is Dr. Vidhi Bhanushali. She is the co-founder and the CEO of ScanO, formerly Dental Dose. It's a distinguished figure in the dentistry, honored with the P.O. Foster International Merit Award and recognized as the most innovative dental startup of the year. Her holistic approach emphasizes universal access to the oral health care, overcoming socio-economic and the geographical barriers. Dr. Bhanushali champions the integration of artificial intelligence into the oral health care, believing the pivotal for achieving a vision. Her team at ScanO pioneers the democratization of oral health checkups, utilizing powerful AI technology to ensure accessibility and equity. As a Google for Startup Plus 7 AI Foundation badge alumni, ScanO is expanding globally to make oral checkup accessible to all. We welcome you to Vivekananda Business School, ma'am, and we would like to ask you a few questions regarding the same.
Thank you, sure.
How do you envision the future of oral healthcare and what role does AI play in shaping that future?
Imagine a future which indeed is not a future anymore, it's up and running in the present. You able to check your oral health through your mobile phone, get a screening report as accurate, faster than what it would be to go to a dental surgeon for your checkups, and most importantly, catching hold of your diseases well within time so that you don't have to spend so much on your root canal treatments or extractions.
Yes.
Getting your, say, fillings in time. Yes. You spend less, the kind of pain you have to endure is less. Yes. And for your regular checkups, although nobody comes every 6 months for their oral health checkups, which leads to this drastic problems that we have in the country. So the future that we envision is not just people using our technology for their regular oral health screening, but I see a world which is healthier, smiling confidently, and personally we are also working on reducing the instances of oral cancer and detecting it earlier, because India, especially Nagpur, is the oral cancer capital of the world. Oh. Imagine we catching hold of cancer in our preliminary screening report at stage 1 or before that. What kind of quality of life will we be able to give to patients, right? And the infrastructure with respect to tech, with respect to mobile phones connected to internet is already been laid. Thanks to Geo Revolution in 2016, you won't believe more number of people in India have smartphones connected to internet than owning a toothbrush. So now that they have a phone, it's internet connected, you know, ScanO could be everywhere to each and every household.
I think it's a great device for people like us who have already spent money on root canal treatments.
Correct.
Yes. Now I would like to ask you a second question. As a CEO, what leadership principles do you prioritize in fostering a successful and an innovative startup culture within ScanO?
I think a lot of these things were discussed in the panel today. Being a cockroach startup, you know, having that kind of resilience, your forte being focusing on profitability more than just focusing on valuation, because when you keep adding value, the valuation will follow.
Yes.
And with respect to the DNA, right, 3 things that we have in our core DNA is resilience, of course, which I mentioned, is discipline, because motivation can keep coming and going, you know, it dips and it rises. But if you are disciplined, you can go through it. And the third, but the most important value, we being in healthcare, is ethics. Ethical screening report, ethical treatment plan, and ethical way of telling the patients his habits and hygiene that he should be following, so that people can start trusting dentists again. Right? There's a lot of phobia, because a lot of myth associated, a lot of phobia associated with dental treatments.
Yes.
So that's what we are trying to break.
Because of the pain and the anesthesia and injection, basically the fear amongst the children.
Correct.
Yes.
And also adults.
That's true, exactly. That's true. Thank you, ma'am. I'd like to ask the third question. Considering the dynamic nature of the healthcare industry, how do you stay updated on the latest advancement and trends, and how ScanO is basically adapting to the changes that is happening in the society?
Because we are a cockroach startup, you need to keep on adapting to the next level of changes which are happening externally in the market, and so should reflect internally in your team. I just mentioned in panel as well, one of the key factors of a startup keep floating is to innovate regularly. Once upon a time, BlackBerry was such a valued company, right? We know Kodak, and now what happened. So if you fail to innovate with time, no matter what level were you at, your bound to come down, fall down. So we keep on innovating. Even at ScanO, it's the world's first AI robot that we've developed. So ScanO Air is the world's first robot put outdoor, they're screening patients, understanding their oral health, giving a report in their regional languages, and the kind of awareness and education and screening it is creating, it's just disrupting the entire oral health screening industry for good. And then there are a lot of other things, as I mentioned. We are adding cancer, we are adding precancerous lesions, we are adding radiographs, and so on and so forth. It's coming on.
Oh, that's lovely, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to know you can just share your experience regarding your day at the Vivekananda Business School and some of the insights you would like to give to students like us and the future managers in the industry.
Right. I must say everybody is very sweet spoken, and so should be, right? I've been to so many management schools and colleges. Lovely, the way interpersonal skills are being developed, and people management is one of the very, very important factors to be a very good entrepreneur, right? Because you manage 4 main people when you're starting something. You manage yourself, then you manage your internal team, you manage your customers, and then you manage your stakeholders, which are your investors. With respect to the event here, everything was arranged beautifully. It was in time. The kind of support we got before coming here, it was like I know everybody before coming and meeting. And I wish all the very best to Vivekananda School of Business. And I'm so sure the kind of zeal and enthusiasm that I see, all of you will be a very, very successful professional, either an entrepreneur or you might be doing something else, but definitely a successful professional in your near future.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for the insights. Thank you for giving your precious time today at Vivekananda Business School, and we hope to collaborate with you again in the future. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.